Morning kids, welcome to Ajul International School's virtual class. Today's class is a grammar class. We'll be taking quotation and parenthesis. Now before starting with quotations, if you're reading books, if you read for example stories like The Diary of a Wimpy Kid or any story, you realize that when someone says anything, there must be quotations. When they tell you, for example, a character has said, "Where is my pencil?" said Anna, for example. So "where is my pencil" should be put between quotation marks. You'll find it out in stories if you're reading stories. Now here they're telling you that a quotation mark shows the exact words of a speaker in a conversation, tells you what the speaker says. Use a comma to separate the speaker's exact words from the rest of the sentence. You usually use a comma to separate what the speaker said and the rest of the sentence. Now don't worry, I'm gonna further explain what I'm saying. Let me just continue. Use a capital letter to begin the first words inside the quotation marks. Now, the first letter of the word, the first word in the quotation mark, the first letter must be in capital, must be capitalized. Put the punctuation mark that ends the quotation inside the quotation marks. You have to put the punctuation, let's say the comma or the question mark, inside the quotation. Quotation marks also indicate many kinds of titles such as song, poem, story, and document titles. It can be used to emphasize or tell a story. For example, you're saying the story is, for example, The Girl on the Train. This is the name of the story. The name of the story must be put between quotation marks. Or even a song like Twinkle Twinkle Star or Incy Wincy Spider must be put between quotation marks. So let's see this sentence. If a person is new to English, if he read this sentence, he won't understand anything. It is an amazing day, said Omar. Now here, in order to make it more understandable, you have to put quotation marks. So first, when you encounter such a sentence and you want to put the quotation marks, you're going to ask yourself two questions. Who is the speaker? Who is speaking? Omar. What is he saying? It is an amazing day. So who's speaking? Omar. And what is he saying? It is an amazing day. So why did I do that? To separate between them with a comma. The first thing is you're going to ask yourself these questions to put the comma. Now, next thing is that you're going to put the quotation marks. Where is it going to be put? To what the speaker said. What did he say? It is an amazing day. So here is the quotation marks. So it is put to show what the speaker said. The quotation marks are put in the sentence or in the part of the sentence that represents what the speaker said. Again, the first thing you're going to ask yourself, who's speaking? Omar. And what did he say? It is an amazing day. Why do you do that? To separate between them with a comma. Then you're gonna put the quotation marks. Where is it put? The part of the sentence that tells what did the speaker say. What did he say? It is an amazing day. So put the quotation marks. Here the first one, the quotation mark here looks like 66, the number 66, and the second one looks like the number 99. Okay, remember how it looks like. It's upside down. Okay? By that way, you have put the quotation marks, and this is what the lesson is about. But you have to make sure that the first letter of the first word in quotation must be in capital, just as we said, the I should be capital. And there should be the punctuation here put before the quotation. And in the end of the sentence, also make sure that there is the dot or any punctuation, depends on what the sentence is. Okay, let's check this example. John said, I hope we can go outside today. John said, I hope we can go outside today. Who is speaking? John. The first question. Who is speaking? John. What did he say? John said, this is what he said. I hope we can go outside today. So we underline this with the yellow color and underline this with the black color. Why do we ask these questions? To put the comma. So the first thing, you put the comma. And then you put the quotations. Now here, John said, or whatever any person says, can come first, okay? It is not a rule that it is always in the end, like here, said Omar. It doesn't have to be in the end of the sentence. It can be in the beginning. John said. But in that case, the comma is before the quotation mark. Okay, the comma will be before the quotation mark if it came in the first or in the beginning of the sentence. But usually the sentences that you'll come across is like that. It is in the end, and the comma is inside the quotation marks. So we put the comma to separate, and then quotation marks. Where do we put it? What the speaker said. He said, I hope we can go outside. Before I and after Y. See? And the letter or the word must be in capital. The first one. And of course, end the sentence with the punctuation. So again, 3 things to make sure of. The quotation marks, the capitalization of the first word or letter between the quotations, and the comma between who speaks and what is said. Let's check another example. I want to read a book, said Paul. Who is the speaker? Paul. What did he say? I want to read a book. So first, I'm going to separate with the comma. Said Paul is who spoke? Paul. What did he say? I want to read a book. So between them, the comma. And then you put the quotation marks. Where do we put the quotation marks? To what the speaker said. Okay? It is put in the part that says what the speaker said. I want to read a book. What did he say? I want to read a book. This is where you put the quotation marks. And of course, the comma is before the quotation here. It's not after. Because we have said Paul in the end of the sentence. And of course, at the end of the sentence, there must be the punctuation dot. This lesson might be somehow hard first, but with practice, it's gonna become easier. Don't worry about that. So again, the quotation marks, capitalization of the first word or letter, the comma between who speaks and what is said.